Welcome to today's deep dive. We've got a highly specific mission just for you today. We're looking at a pretty serious piece of professional AV equipment.
Yeah, we're diving into the Thor broadcast H-SPARTAN-4 network encoder.
Right. We pulled the product page from HDTVSupply, and our goal is to figure out how professional multi-camera live streaming actually works behind the scenes.
Right. And why finding a BSOC deal on this exact gear is a massive win for creators.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this.
The name is definitely a mouthful, the H-SPARTAN-4, but the core concept is brilliant. You're essentially taking an entire professional TV control room.
And cramming it into a single, simple 1RU box, just one rack unit.
Right. It takes up to 4 separate video feeds, whether that's modern HDMI or older legacy CVBS, and it handles all the H.264 compression internally.
So you can broadcast seamlessly straight to the internet.
So what's fascinating here is the pricing math. Professional broadcasting gear is notoriously expensive. This unit normally retails for $2,495.
Wow, yeah, that's steep.
But because this is an open-boxed, refurbished unit, it's just $2,120.75.
So you're saving over $374 right off the bat.
Plus, they're throwing in a free $189 Maximus Lite 4K plug-and-play camera.
That's a really solid setup. But I have to ask, why do you actually need a dedicated rack-mounted box for this? Can't a decent laptop with a capture card do the exact same thing?
Sure, until your laptop decides to run a background update in the middle of a corporate keynote.
Oh man, the panic of that.
Anyone who has ever watched a software encoder's CPU usage spike to 99% during a live wedding broadcast knows that sheer panic. What this hardware provides is zero-fuss reliability.
Because it bypasses your computer entirely.
Exactly. You just feed it the video, and it pushes the stream directly to platforms like YouTube or Facebook using RTMP with key at very low latency.
And that RTMP with key protocol is essentially the secure handshake with the platform's ingest servers, ensuring nobody hijacks your stream midway through an event.
Exactly. And looking at the exact capabilities, it handles incoming video up to 1080p at 60 frames per second.
Right, but then the spec sheet specifically limits the output to a rock-solid 1080-30p. Isn't this box technically bottlenecking a modern broadcast right out of the gate?
That's a fair point, but you have to look at the real-world application here. If you're streaming a major live event or a house of worship service, rock-solid consistency is vastly more important than pushing a high frame rate.
So by stepping the output down,
it ensures the stream never stutters or drops over the network. It takes those heavy, high frame rate multi-camera feeds and perfectly optimizes them for reliable web delivery.
So it's intentionally trading flashy numbers for absolute stability. You really can't afford a dropped frame when you're broadcasting a CEO's shareholder address.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, it explains why the retail ecosystem for this gear is so specific. When you are putting that much pressure on a single piece of hardware for a high-stakes event, buying refurbished requires an immense amount of trust.
Yeah, nobody wants to be the person who brought down the entire corporate stream just to save a few bucks on an open box deal.
Right, which is why the seller's reputation matters just as much as the hardware. HDTVSupply's page boasts a 25-year history and over 10,000 positive reviews. That track record is the invisible safety net you need when buying high-end, refurbished networking gear.
It really changes the way you think about building a studio setup. Enterprise-grade, multi-channel streaming is made accessible through clever refurbished shopping, giving you everything you need to start a professional broadcast.
This raises an important question. We mentioned earlier that this cutting-edge IP streamer specifically includes 4 CVBS inputs.
Right, the older analog composite video standard.
Yes. It makes you wonder how much aging, legacy analog video equipment is still secretly powering the sleek, modern digital streams we watch every single day.